Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And he'll be taken down.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Fields now on second down. To the goal line and in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. That is first touchdown of the new year. The PAT up and good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Nix. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Will Lutz now for the PAT. He gets it to go. The Broncos come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. Fields now to throw on first down. Oh, we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And how about one here for the linemen, huh, Mike? I mean, oftentimes, these guys are the hardest working groups on the team. They rarely get any rewards. They rarely get any recognition. But when they get their hands on the ball, watch the sideline. Watch as the whole stadium goes crazy as the big man goes rumbling the other way.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly. But can they dig in?
And he will get into the end zone. receiver. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Lutz for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here we go. Now Fields. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A first down throw for Fields. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second down, it's Fields. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he's going to be taken down. They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Here's Fields. Quick throw here is complete. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Now a second down throw for Fields. That is caught side of the end zone. Breece Hall, touchdown Jets. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive will start on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw is Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. Down the left sideline. And he will go all the way. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos. The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. The give left side. Here comes Hall. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Tight end motioning left. Play action now for Fields. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Kendall Fuller up to make the stop. Second and 7. They'll throw. It's Nix. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jermaine Johnson. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Fields. And this will be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
To throw is Fields. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. A big-time play for the Broncos. 31 yards. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. They'll go with him again. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Cortland Sutton. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Broncos have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Fields. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Putting the tight end in motion. Off the play action, here's Fields. Going up top. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Throw it. Nix. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Back to throw is Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
First down. Fields. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play,
the pass rush gets home and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Working out of the gun. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Off the play fake, here's... Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. Third and long. He'll try to get this one on the ground. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Trying to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Fields now. They'll set up the screen to Hall. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It's picked up by one of his teammates. They'll pick up 23 on that one. And the Jets have a 1st down.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
He'll go again with Hall. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Throwing is Fields. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Fields to throw for it. And he's in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. No problem there on the extra point. And the Jets are back to within 7. It's 28-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. first down throw for Nix. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. So, they'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
To the 20. And he will score again. Touchdown, Broncos. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Trying the left side, here's Hall. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Second down, it's Fields. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Again, here's Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Here we go. Fields now on second down. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Jets first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. The ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds.
Now a second down throw for Fields. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
He's to the 10. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Denver. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Lutz for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos are going to extend their lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here we go. A first down throw for Fields. They'll look to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. Fields to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. And Fields, who's tough to bring down in the open field, gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the first down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Fields now to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Throwing again. Fields on 2nd and 10. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. Back to throw is Fields. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, New York. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Past midfield.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. handoff as they try to run it here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. This one all but over. Here's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg, after losing week 1 to continue to add to the lead here in the 4th quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
This taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. On 1st and 10, Fields. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. To throw is Fields. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. This was a game